Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to mix a 40 to 1 ratio of two-stroke engine oil. I was at my friend's the other day and he was trying to approximate the mixture for his weed whacker, and although he got it to start, it didn't burn nicely. It was kind of smoking, so he didn't want to mix a large batch, so he just kind of approximate with it. And to me, it looked like he mixed 20 to 1 instead of 40 to 1. And I know for sure you don't really, well, I can't say I know for sure, but I doubt that you have to mix exactly the same that was asked for, but it's better to make it correct so that your engine will last longer and you won't have any problems. So for those people who doesn't like to mix a large batch of gas and oil mixture, have it sit there long for you in your garage. I'm the same. I like to mix just enough that I can use. And there's one way to do it is you can buy a graduated cylinder and measure that. That would be the easiest way, for the exact measurement and everything, or however you want. It's a lot easier, but you don't want to spend the money to buy the graduated cylinder. Some of them could be pretty expensive, so here's an alternative that you can use. I got this glass vase here at the dollar store. You can also use candles. If those who burn candles a lot, these types here, you can use this, and this one's a lot thicker too, so you probably don't break it that easily. So you can use this, but I don't use candle a lot, so I haven't burned this, so I want to save this for a bit. So here, what I did was I used a container small enough and that I could mix for my weed whacker. So another item that you would need is probably a tiny cap like this. Make sure it kind of fit in about 20, or maybe if you get a larger one you can probably do the full amount, but since this vase is kind of small, I'm going to break it in half. So I need 40 to 1 ratio. So in order to mark your vase, at first I'll use water to do it. So you fill this up with water and you pour this in. So for me, you wanted to do a 40 to 1. So what I did was I first got the 20 mark, and then I did the 21 mark. So after that, you can put tape where it's at and mark it so you know how much it is. So for me, if I were to mix a 40 to 1 ratio, what I would do first is I would fill this up with gasoline to the 20 mark. And then what I would do is I will fill up to the 21 mark. That gives me a 20 to 1 ratio. And I could mix that up, make sure it's nice and mixed, and pour it in the gas tank. And then I just need to fill up another 20 worth of gas and pour it in the gas tank, and I can mix all that together. That makes it 40 to 1. So for those who need 30 to 1 ratio, what you do is you need to do the exact same thing, get the 21 mark and also do a 20 mark. So what you do is you do exactly the same thing as you would the 40 to 1. You fill it up at the 20 mark with gasoline, and then the 21 mark with the oil. So with oil and gasoline, you have the 21 mark. That gives you 20 to 1. And then in addition to that, what you need to do is find your 10 mark. So with the 10 and the 20, it gives you 30. And then with the 1, it gives you the 30 to 1 mark. So hopefully that's clear. If you're not clear about this, you can write a comment below or just ask questions. Another thing I'd like to point out is make sure you use glass, not plastic. You want to be able to see through it anyway, but the main thing is gasoline dissolves certain materials, and you don't want that to happen. So, and also when you're pouring these things, make sure you're out in the open and in the area where you're away from the any thing that can cause it to flame up. I'm sure all of you already know this. So, this is one technique I use to measure the exact amount of gas and oil mixture that I need. Um, and it's fairly simple. So the next thing you do is you don't want to approximate because you could be pretty far off. Your eye can do tricks on you.